We have taken objective apples. We have taken objective Charlie.
Aufpassen, Sturmsoldat!
We have taken objective butter.
Erledigt ihn! Nein! Nein!
I mean, that's ridiculous. All right, so I've been talking to Twitch chat, or what would be Twitch chat, but there was no one in there. But we've been talking for the past 5-6 minutes without the mic being on, which is amazing. Got to too many new things. Oh god, too many new things to keep track of. So I forgot one of the key ones, being turn the microphone on. So that's good. Anyway, how are we doing? Josh and Matt and Rick in the vertical stream, and anyone on Twitch. Yeah, mouse, keyboard, or pad. I play on controller, so I play on playing console. Puzzle Planet India. Welcome to the stream. You guys having a good one? I appreciate you being here. I will. I'll talk about yesterday when we get a few people in. Jack of Scallops. Hello, mate. Jack, is that you, Jack, or is it someone else? Well, you know what I mean. Usual Jack or different Jack?
Sturmsoldat! Aufpassen! Feindkontakt! Feindkontakt!
No damage landed, and now I die to them. Oh, yeah, could have been a nice little streak, but game said no. She's got 143 ping. How am I today? I'm going to be doing my best today to cope with the situation and the, as you've just seen, lack of reliability of the game, and as you're also seeing on the screen now, the constant existence of me being on teams getting pummeled. So I'm going to try and do my best, mate, and I hope everyone understands that. But it's obviously all an incredibly frustrating situation at the moment. But we'll talk about yesterday. We've got a few people in, and we're going to properly talk about things on Saturday. I've decided I'm going to take the rest of this week to consider things, then we'll have a chat on Saturday when you get back from my dad's. Anyway, Jack, hello, mate. Thanks for tuning back in. You guys got any plans for the day? Let me know. Make the biggest deal you've ever made out of anyone that provides support today, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much. We're off to our, I think, worst start to a week of all time. So, any support deserves a huge amount of love. Lots of emojis in the chat. I will talk about Liberty Corporal. I will talk about when there's a few more people in, but I'm not going to talk about it very much. But we'll talk properly on Saturday.
MG, feindlich!
We are losing objective butter.
Ich habe hier einen Sanitäter!
No damage. 134 ping.
We have
Cool.
lost objective bottom.
Alright, 2 of those already today, everybody. Do you know what? Shall we do a tally? Who wants to... Do you guys want to actually keep track of how many kills today, or how many deaths happened because of lack of connection to high-ping players? We're on 2 already, and it's been 5 minutes. We actually might have a go today at seeing if we can keep track of it, so then people can understand exactly how infuriating it actually is. Why don't you just try to get more kills? I really don't care about victory because 6 out of 10 you lose, 3 out of 10 is 50-50 and 1 is secure win. Because the reason I don't do that, Danny, is because it's incredibly hard to get kills when your team's getting stomped, and also when the game is incredibly unreliable. Watch the stream, Danny. You having a good one, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Revive, maybe? Thank you, Joshua. We'll see if you're here all the way through, mate. I'll try and do it. I know we're on 2 right now. Whoa, what the hell? Can I get some heals? No? Look like a solid no on that one. I'll just wait. Follow the tank out, I guess. That's a spawn. I'm so far around the corner. I'm going to say that's 3. 3 already. We get this revive. Thank you.
We have lost objective apples.
Axel, hello mate. Watch the stream. You having a good one?
Football emoji, softball emoji, frisbee emoji, basketball emoji, tennis emoji, billiards emoji, American football emoji, volleyball emoji, field hockey emoji, ice hockey emoji, cricket emoji, martial arts uniform emoji, goal emoji, diving mask emoji.
I don't really know where to begin. Alright, we're going to have a conversation. I said I was going to talk about things briefly at the start of this stream, about yesterday and about things in general. And then we're going to have like a proper talk about it on Saturday when I get back from my dad's. So let's talk about it all now. In this little room together. Let's shut the door. If someone comes and kills us, it's stream sniping. We'll have a little talk about it in this room together. Ooh. Let's play the jingle first.
That's a big boy donation. Ooh, I like it.
We are losing objective end.
Alright, so first off, I have to obviously say a massive thank you to Ariosto. And hello, mate. Please let me know how you've been. And I'll get back to you once I've said my piece. Thank you so much. Incredible, as always. Don't know how to adequately thank you. Thank you so much. Amazing. I have to play this as well. We don't... Oh, dude, oh my god, I get to press this button. Okay, let's do this.
We have taken objective apples.
Right. Can we have some privacy here, teammates? I mean, I know, right? Dude, go away. Oh, don't draw them over here. We're trying to have a chat. You better handle this, because I'm not taking part. I'm having a chat with these guys. Right. Okay. Let's just blast through this very quickly. We'll talk about it properly on Saturday. Thank you very much for the support, Ariosto. That's amazing. I hope you've been well. Let me know. We'll chat about your life in a few. If you want to let me know how things have been, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much. We've hit a daily goal, everybody. Incredible. I think that is the... When did I last hit a goal? That's the first goal since Saturday, which isn't too bad. I think it's only the 3rd goal in 3 or 4 weeks, though. So, not great. But it's amazing to hit it today. Thank you so much. I need to address yesterday's stream. Yesterday, I think... we did a relatively good job regarding the circumstances up until the last half an hour. And then obviously, I crashed out. Just couldn't hack it. I want to apologize for allowing one person that I've never seen in the chat before in my life to cause me to end stream, basically, and not want to be here by saying 3 things to me, which is immature. Like, as bad as I may feel at any time, allowing I've been doing this for so long, allowing one person to push me over the edge by saying 3 things is ridiculous. And I'm far more professional than that, and I apologize. And I will endeavor to not let that happen again, at least not for a very long time, because it's ridiculous to allow that to happen. So I'm sorry. That was a dumb way to end the stream, and I should have done better. In general, I need to say what I've said in the past. I need to do better in general, overall, with this. I need to do better with my mental stability. I need to do better with my engagement with chat. I need to do better with entertaining people. I need to do better with looking towards the long term and not focusing on the short term. It is frustrating to me that I have to come and say this every few months because I try and do better and then it falls off. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Quite frankly, I'm disappointed in myself that we every 3 months or so we end up back in this spot where I'm just disappointed in myself for allowing this situation to get the better of me. As hard as it may be, as you guys know, it's insane that I have to keep doing this. So I will try and do better. I don't know how long it will last, but I will definitely try. Thank you, Matt, for the dono. And in terms of the relative state of things at the minute, obviously they're bad. They're bad. Income has fallen to less than half of my minimums, which is obviously very mentally taxing when you throw it on top of Battlefield being a very unreliable experience and all that jazz. That is not your fault, and I need to try to represent that better. Not that I blame anyone whenever I'm streaming, of course, but I think by doing a bad job when I feel down, I'm doing you guys a disservice to some degree. But things have been so bad for quite a while that I've said openly a few times now, if the new Battlefield wasn't coming, I would be quitting. Like, hand on heart, I probably would be leaving content creation because I don't think this is a reasonable way to live your life. Because I'm overworked, I'm essentially underpaid. It's not your fault, it's ridiculous to try and run this video stream. I'm overworked, I'm underpaid, and I'm just stressed and depressed all the time, which is horrendous. So it's kind of a 2-part thing. This is in a very rough spot. It's very hard for me to handle. But I need to do better for you guys if I am going to carry on. I also have big opportunities coming down the line, obviously, with the next Battlefield. What the hell? And to some degree, other stuff that I can't currently talk about, which is, you know, it's not helpful, but it's worth mentioning because I don't want us to get down the line and have people be like, wow, he was massively overreacting and never told us about this stuff. There are opportunities. Yeah, right, mate. There are opportunities down the line. And I hope it will go really, really well. But in the meantime, currently for the past 6 weeks or 2 months or so, it's been really, really hard. And for the next 6 to 12 months, it's probably going to continue to be really hard. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle that. I can't make you any promises. I'm just telling you that I'm going to try. But I might sometimes do a poor job of it as hard as I try because it is difficult to get through the day at the minute, let alone do the content stuff, which is not good. But I have to try and set a good example, as I've talked about before. And I will endeavor to do that. And I appreciate everything that you guys do. Some days when I'm very negative and just complaining all the time, I want to be certain that you guys know it's never directed at you in any way, shape or form. You guys are the only reasons why I get to continue doing this anyway. So many thanks to you. We'll have a proper chat about it on Saturday when I get back from my dad's. And for now, let's just get on with our day and try and have a good one. Okay? Yeah? Everyone on board with that? Okay, good. Right, Ariosto and Matt, thank you for the support. That's absolutely amazing. I really appreciate it. I hope you're both doing great. I hope everyone's doing great. If you've got anything going on today, feel free to let me know. If I've not seen you for a while, i.e. Ariosto, or if anyone's got anything going on at the minute or whatever, please feel free to share with me. We'll chat about it and see what's going on. And yeah, let's try and have a nice normal day where we chat and have some fun and try and ignore the state of the game at this point. Good deal? Yeah? Good. Good. I mean, try and ignore it. I will continue to complain about spawn trapping and terrible ping, but I don't think anyone holds that against me. What is the Delta? Thank you very much. Feed the bees! What is the Delta? Thank you very much for the 25, and thanks for coming and saying hi before work, man. I hope you have a good day at work, dude. Are you all good with your channel at this point, mate? Everything all completely sorted? No more issues since last time we spoke? Let me know, man. Let me know. Thank you very much for the donos, sir. You're an absolute champ. Pleasure to have you around again today, man. Maybe set some short-term goals instead of focusing on one long-term goal. I'm trying to. I will talk about it a bit more on Saturday. But I'm trying to get back to my outlook I've had before of the pillared system of what we're doing here and try and see all the pillars as being important, especially at the minute when one of the most important pillar being sustainability is not one I can currently bank upon. So I need to try and shift my perspective to see the other two as being equally as important at the moment. But yes, we'll talk about it properly on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. Someone somewhere, watch the stream. How are you doing, mate? Ariaso, don't worry about needing to go in an hour. It's just nice to see you, man. I know you're very, very busy at the moment. I'm sure you're doing very important things, my guy. So, yeah, don't worry about that, man. No worries. Wow, there's a guy up there. How do you get up there? I'll update the goal after the round. New battle is looking really good. Yeah, I don't... it's difficult for me to talk about because I don't get involved with the leaks, and I'm restricting myself from talking about anything at the minute because I think it's the improper time to talk about anything. But I will be talking about things properly when the time comes, when it comes to new battlefield. And I am cautiously optimistic at the moment, which is much better than I felt about things when it was 2042 on the way. And I'm heartened by the enthusiasm that a lot of people are showing at the minute towards the next battlefield regarding official things that have been released and indeed leaks that people have seen. So, yeah. Hi, Lewis. You having a good day, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Kato, thank you very much, man. Thank you for $13.36. Can we get some love in the chat for Kato Kato, please, everybody? I think we have made... Well, we've made more today than I made... Well, anyway. This is brilliant, comparatively, let's say, for the past few weeks. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. You guys are fantastic. For anyone that we've picked up in the last 2, 3, 4 weeks and tunes in regularly or semi-regularly or whatever... this is more so in line with how things used to be on the regular, just so you know. And this is what we're hoping to recreate with the next battlefield. Both in terms of like goals and chat rate and overall enjoyment and everything. So I basically, if you've enjoyed things the past 3 or 4 weeks, that's been the absolute minimum of what we usually have going on. So I hope you'll have an amazing time at some point in the future with us. If we have picked you up in the last 3 or 4 weeks via new viewership on the recent videos and the sale of BF1 stuff going on, we've got Ariosto in the chat today, who is our biggest supporter. He's been away recently because he's a very busy man. But this, if you've heard people mention Ariosto in the past few weeks, this is he. So we're very pleased to see him today. I can't think what else I'm supposed to say. I feel like there's a million things I'm supposed to be going over, and I've forgotten most of them. Like I say, I'll try and remember everything for Saturday. But yeah, you guys are great. Thanks so much, and my humble apologies for yesterday and any recent streams that have not lived up to expectation. No one is more frustrated about it than myself, I promise. I absolutely promise you. I pride myself on doing a good job regardless of the situation, and sometimes I just don't. And yeah, that's not good enough, so I apologize. Is your name just a line? Or is you... Hold on, what the hell? How have you done that? Mavericks, welcome to the stream. You having a good day? Thanks for tuning in. What am I doing? Right, I'm trying to calculate a goal. Sorry, if my brain is not good today, my brain's never very often good anymore. For some reason, it just needs to be way better with it. But if my brain's really off today, I apologize. I'm very tired. I'm very, 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 very tired. I've not had a break for a while, as you guys are aware, so it's it's having an impact. Right, let's get a percentage. Uh, 135% of goal. We haven't had a total that high for a super long time. Let's make sure we celebrate this moment, everybody. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. I should update you guys. I'm going, well, I'm not going away, but I'm away from the stream for a couple of days in about a month's time. And I'm away, about a week after that, I'm away for a week. Because I'm going to Japan with Emily. And then I'm away about a month after that for a week as well, and then I might be away again in October, so there'll be some time coming up where I'm not around. That being said, that's why I'm going all out at the minute, to try and, you know, keep things on a level at the minute. And on top of that, because I'm going away a bit over the next few months, I'm trying to get booked in the tattoo studio for the foot one that I owe you guys for a support reward from ages ago. Well, not ages ago, a little while ago. That is actually going to happen. I didn't rip you guys off. I will be getting the stupid tattoo on my right foot to go with the one on my left foot. And for some other work I need doing, but I'm trying to get it done so that I can heal up before I am away for some things. So I called up the tattoo studio this morning. My artist doesn't have anything going free at the moment for the next few weeks because she's super booked up as always, but they will be contacting me first, which is very nice of them, if anything does come up in the next couple of weeks. So that might cause me to miss an extra day, but it does mean if that does happen, you will get to see evidence of me getting the stupid Dice Thanks tattoo on my right foot to match the one on my left foot that says Dice Please. So that reward is coming. I did say it would happen. It is on the way. And then, I don't know if you guys want a third one done at some point. I don't know where that would be or what that would be. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I do plan to enjoy Japan. I haven't been on a holiday or vacation or whatever you want to call it since I started YouTube. In fact, I've not actually been out of... Well, I've not been abroad. I'm going to say I don't think I've been out of the UK. Oh, I have been outside of England. I went to Wales for a stag do. But I've not been out of the UK for approximately... I don't know, somewhere between 16 and 20 years. Which is nuts. So I figure, as much as it seems like a bad time to be doing it at the minute, with obviously things being pretty rough with the whole content thing and the income thing, it does make sense for me to do it now before the new Battlefield, because I feel like taking time off when the new Battlefield drops, it would just be a dumb decision. So we'll be doing it in a month's time. But then as stated, when the new Battlefield drops, I spoke to... Oh, Delta, dude, sorry, you're going. Mate, I've just seen you did another donut. Thank you so much. Delta, come and have a chat when you're not so busy, mate. I hope you have a great day at work, mate. And I'm sorry if I missed your response or something earlier on. Come and have a chat with me, whatever you like, man. It's nice to see you, dude. Thank you for the donut. Get Delta some bye-byes on the way out. Orbital Food Cannon, welcome to the Vertical stream. You having a good day, mate? Sorry, what was I in the middle of saying? Yes, I was talking to Jack. It was on stream, so other people will have heard it, but a little while ago I talked to Jack about this. When the new Battlefield drops, I intend to work near solidly for a month or two, and then reassess where we're at. And if things have been good, maybe then take a bit of a break, or just reduce things a little bit, and start to live life a little bit more, at least for a little while. Hopefully capitalize on the new release, big boost in viewership, hopefully, you know, solidified multiple revenue streams and got to that next level where things can be comfortable. So this current version of me that is always exhausted and working all the time and hating life, it's not the way I want things to be, and I'm not forcing it to be this way, and I do intend to change things at some point, as I've promised you guys before, and that still will hopefully be the case. So yeah, that's the outlook right now. The immediate outlook and the sort of like short to mid-term outlook. The long-term outlook is, as you know, your guess is as good as mine at the moment. I have no idea what's going to happen. In a year's time, we might be in a situation where things have not gone well and I step away. But very thankful for everything that everyone's done for me. Or in a year's time, we might be at, you know, 100k plus. We might be getting sponsorships all the time and raking in the income and streaming for fun, and who knows, man. I genuinely don't know. I assume nothing, I expect nothing. I'm gonna find out along with you guys and see what happens. But I hope for my sake and for your sake things have gone very well so that I can keep doing this. I can finally get the rewards for it. You guys can continue to get content, because I know there's not a whole lot of Battlefield content at the moment. And hopefully from a playing perspective, I can enjoy the game and you guys can enjoy the game, and it will be very different to the last few years, hopefully, for the community at large. Both my community, the YouTube and Twitch communities, and the overall Battlefield community. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can look back at this one day and be like, cool. All of those things happened and we can all be happy. I'm dead. If you have specific questions or anything to tell me regarding anything we've talked about in the opening 20 minutes, go for it. As long as it's stream appropriate, that's fine. And as long as it's not something that I plan to cover in more depth on Saturday, let me know. It's a somewhat open discussion. It doesn't have to be about me or YouTube either. It can be about you. If you got anything going on, like I said, feel free to let me know. Big or small, as long as it's stream appropriate. Let the words flow. Thank you, Hassan. Are you well, mate?
Armored train, watch it! I have eyes on a shock trooper. You got damage, I'll fix you up.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Sorry, I'm just taking a bit of a breather there, to be honest with you. I've just spoken solidly for the past 20-25 minutes there, and didn't really stop to pause for a break or anything. Someone take over. Someone take the wheel.
Losing objective Duff.
Oh, that's something else actually in the short term. Elden Ring Night Rain comes out, I believe, end of this month. We'll be doing a little bit of that. Probably, I imagine, on the second channel, because the algorithm is not forgiving. Probably on the second channel. If you're not subscribed to the second channel, link is in the description. It's also linked in the pin chat message on the main stream. If you're in the vertical stream and you want to get to the main stream, the link to it is in your pin chat message. And we are now more streaming on Twitch. We have been for a few days.
We have lost objective.
So if you are on Twitch, feel free to follow me there. I'll put the link to that in the chat. If anyone is on Twitch right now or wants to go over to Twitch and feels like letting me know if that stream is working, that'd be great, because I think it all now works properly, but we did have a problem with it on the first day. So if anyone wants to tell me that Twitch is running, that would be useful. Thank you very much. And thank you for the recent follows on Twitch and, you know, 2 or 3 Twitch Prime. It's been great. I really appreciate it. I did, Mavericks, I did. I think that is a viewpoint, a developer and producer or publisher viewpoint that will be shared basically across the AAA industry. I would say that Grand Theft Auto is probably the titan of the gaming industry at this point. It'd be difficult to argue otherwise, and I think it clearing out of the way to release early next year makes basically every other AAA developer and publisher that plan to release something this year feel a lot better. A lot better. Understandably so. It's a bit like if I worked endlessly on a video and then released it, and Jack Frags released the same sort of video on the same day, for example, you know, or if someone released their indie film about a very niche subject and they're all excited about it, and then they find that, you know, there's a blockbuster about basically the same thing coming out the same week.
Halfway there, we have the upper hand.
Mojo and Hunted, thank you for letting me know that Twitch stream is working properly. That's great. I appreciate it. Thank you, anyone in the Twitch stream. Obviously, we are only just kicking Twitch back into life after not streaming on it for a couple years, and obviously our following is much smaller there anyway, so I appreciate taking part. First time chatter, Big Hoss, I can give you 5 big booms. That sounds great, mate. How you doing, dude? You having a good day? Thanks for tuning in.
You want those wounds patched?
I'm excited for the new GTA. I plan to hopefully do something with that on the second channel as well when it releases, because it just seems like a fun game. Nothing more complicated than that, and streaming it on the second channel without the threat of the algorithm being a pain seems like a good move. Unless we find we're able to stream variety on the main channel at some point, but at the moment, that's probably not what we're thinking about. Spawn trap, everybody. What a surprise. We continue to put out a new short every day, by the way. And that will continue for the long term, both on this channel and the second channel. That's 2 new shorts. It's basically somewhere between 56 and 62 shorts a month, depending on how long the month is, if I'm doing the maths correctly there. And all of those shorts go out on Instagram, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook every single day. So if you use any of those and you'd rather catch them there, links in the description for all of those.
Lost objective done.
And I will be scheduling shorts to go out while I'm away over the coming months as well. You'll continue to get those little pieces of content. There will be a new gameplay video going up on Friday on the second channel. Again, if you're not following the second channel, links in the description. And that will continue to happen while I'm away as well. And I'm hoping to get a full-length video out on this channel as well this month, although I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be yet. So I'm trying to keep up that streak as best I can manage. What's your main job, mate? I haven't catch that info on your streams. This, dude. This, which is why it's difficult, man, because the plight of Battlefields has continuously, let's say, degraded over the last few years to the point where... I don't know if you heard me say it earlier. If the new Battlefield wasn't coming and things continued as they have been for a little while, I probably would be stepping away from this finally. But with the new Battlefield coming, and I don't know, man, hopefully things picking up at some point for me regarding just basic income and also just outlook of things to come. It's currently worth continuing, especially with some opportunities I've got coming up. But I promise you, they're coming at just the right time, because yeah, man, they're very much needed at this point. So this, my dude, I've done this professionally for 9 years. It's just that things have never been as low as they are right now. Well, apart from, you know, when I first started out, obviously. Battlefield 1 multiplayer is alive, correct. Hi, just Kirigiri. I butchered that yesterday as well. You having a good day? Were you in the BF6 pre-alpha? Anyone that was in... Anyone involved in anything to do with Battlefield at this point is under NDA. So, if I'm involved, I can't tell you, and if I'm not involved, then the answer is no anyway, mate. Anyone going around telling people that they're involved in anything at the minute is breaking NDA and is at risk of being kicked out and never being involved in anything ever again. So... if any of you guys are involved in BF Labs or anything like that, do not publicize it anywhere. 1, it's lame. 2, it will get you kicked out if they find out. And I died to ping there, I believe. Have a look. I stopped counting the ping deaths, but there's another one. That's 4 at least.
Taken objective Charlie.
That's at least 4 for the day. And I'm pretty sure I didn't include a couple, but we'll go with the ones I'm sure of. 4 for the day. That's all right. No worries. Just that's how we learn things. Just Kirigiri. I'm gonna nail that name eventually, mate. No worries, dude. If you're not involved, you probably don't know that. But that's fine, dude. No problem. But yeah, it's fair. It's standard for the gaming industry. If you're involved in anything, any closed versions of something, early on, pre-alpha or anything, you're almost certainly under NDA. Unless otherwise stated. I hope so, someone somewhere. I mean, this is the dream. This has been the dream for a very long time. It's just that at the minute, it's not... at the minute, it's not the dream. At the minute, it's a bit of a nightmare. But I want this to work so it can eventually be the dream. I want to live the dream. I want to get my reward for the effort. So I hope so. And then you guys get to benefit as well. So... Fingers crossed, right? No, bad round so far, by the way. I don't know enough German to translate that. So I hope that that is something that's okay to be in the chat. Jack, are you around? If you're not, don't worry about it, mate. But I don't know, if you are around, I don't know if that German in the Twitch chat is actually okay or not. I have no clue. I have forgotten most of my German, unfortunately. AR Blazer, how you doing, man? You having a good day? Thanks for tuning in. How's things, mate? Oh, I feel a mild sense of relief, everybody. A 20% day and a 40% day, finally followed up with 130 odd % is a good feeling, at least for today. I'm very appreciative of that. That's ping. Ready? Is this number 5 of the day? That's the name. Yeah, 161 ping. 5th one of the day. We get this revive. You just got off work. What are you going to do with the rest of your day, mate?
Tank spotted. Stay alert.
We have lost objective.
Bloody hell, man. This is first aid for you. Thank you, Hunter. They appreciate it. In which case, hello, mate. Thanks for tuning into the Twitch stream. Well, I'm having a horrible round for some reason. Oh, thanks, Tweed. You having a good day, man? It's just a relief, dude. Like, I take no pleasure out of being negative on stream. It's just the stress being lifted for the day just completely transforms how I'm able to do things. Like, the game is frustrating enough, so the goal being covered, mate, it makes a world of difference for the day. It really does. How are you, man? Playing some Battlefield 2042? I hope you're having fun, mate. You've been to Wales? Yes, mate. I've been to Wales. I've been to. I live in England, and I've been to Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So I've been to all of the United Kingdom. I went to Wales a few years ago for my mate's stag do. Can we just get this round over with and forget it even happened? I'm just having one of those complete luckless rounds here. I can't find any gunfights and then I just die to some random stuff.
Let me patch your wounds.
Anyway, for those keeping track, that is 5 ping deaths so far today. 5 today. Let's see what total we end up at. We've never actually kept track of it through a whole stream. So let's see how many deaths today we get that either shouldn't have happened or should have been kills. And then we can actually sort of get an idea of exactly why it is so frustrating and how much it actually affects our overall performance. Not just mine, but yours too. Especially if you play on Xbox, where the issue is very, very apparent. Our bad luck streak continues. No, that's definitely good, Tweed. That's great, mate. 18 months is a long time, man. 18 months of guaranteed income is a phenomenal thing. I promise you, that would be life-changing for me, my dude. So enjoy the moment, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. I hope that's a relief for you, mate. That's awesome, man. Right, man, hopefully we can get a good round next round. Anyone else got any good news at all? Grim Reaper, welcome to the vertical stream, mate. You having a good day? Thank you for any follows on Twitch, by the way. I can't see them in real time because they don't pop up in the Twitch chat, and my monitor's full of things at the moment. So I can't actually see if anyone's followed until I go onto the Twitch page. So if you have followed, thank you very much.
First aid. Use it.
We have lost objective apples.
I get to see when people donate, and I get to see Twitch primes and all that stuff, but I don't get to see follows. I mean, it's probably a good thing it doesn't pop up in the chat, actually. Can you imagine? Anyone that had big viewership on Twitch getting constant follows, it would just decimate the chat, wouldn't it? So that makes sense, really.
We have taken objective.
Can't believe I've not got a kill out of it. Bloody hell. Alright, I'll just take this as counts as kills.
I can fix your wounds.
Thank you for any fresh new subscriptions as well here on YouTube as we head towards 82k. We're pretty close to 82k now, so if you're having a good time, it'd be lovely to add you to the community. There's fresh Battlefield content every single day, whether it be a short, a stream, or a video, or a mixture of those. And there's the second channel as well. You got to go. All right, well, thanks for coming and saying hello, mate. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Thank you for any fresh subscriptions today on the second channel as well. We're trying to get that to 1,000 subs and a certain amount of watch hours to get it monetized for next Battlefield. So I appreciate it. Thank you. I guess it won't last the full 18 months of time will tell. We'll see, mate. I'm glad that you've got some kind of extension, man. Happy for you, dude.
You're injured. I can help.
Beth on, welcome to the main stream. I think you were in the vertical stream earlier, weren't you? Thanks for tuning in, man. How's your day going?
Your wounds. I can fix them. Enemy shock troopers. Stay alert. Do you want me to patch you up?
We are losing objective Charlie.
You got damage. I'll fix you up.
A goat jerk curry on the go. Dude, sick. Enjoy yourself, man. That's awesome. Let me know if it's good. I sort of swag. You back again, swag? Mate, it's becoming a regular rendezvous. How you doing, man? And Donnie Darko, welcome to stream as well. You having a good day?
You hurt? I'll patch you up.
Happy Wednesday. Well, that was excellent. Well, we won that comfortably, and yet it felt like we were on the losing team. I got absolutely battered every time I tried to do anything. It's just one of those rounds, unfortunately. I'm working on my AP drawing right now. Cool, man. How'd the Fedorov feeling? I love the Fedorov. I just... to give you a very clear answer, I think this gun is amazing, but I think all the guns feel bad at this point because of issues with ping and connection. Would be the proper answer. But I think this gun is great when things are working properly, mate. It's my favorite gun in the game. Having a nice day. How about you? I'm doing okay, man. I'm having a better day than we've had a lot recently, so I gotta try and make the most of that. I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. I'm glad you're doing well. Okay, let me update the percentage. In fact, before I do the percentage, let me... There you go, Swag, you've just heard me say to someone else. I'm glad you're doing well, mate. Let me update the sub count before I do the goal. Thank you. We are a little bit closer to our next mini milestone on the channel. No, actually no Twitch followers so far today. That's alright, no worries. If we do get any, thank you very much. We see if we can grow that over there. Right, let me update this percentage. I don't have any challenges to do right now. If anyone puts through a challenge from the description, I'll run it. Thanks very much. If you're on Twitch, the challenge list is below the stream. There's a document you can open if you click on BF1 challenges. No pressure, of course. But if we get any, we'll do them. We get to 137% of goal. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. A very humble thanks. There we go. Yeah, it's really good that you guys, overall it seems, are excited about the next Battlefield and about content for it and stuff. Great. Sorry, dude, we do the challenges from the description, Bethon. You don't have to put one through, mate, but that's the rule we have to try and keep this sustainable. But feel free just to watch and enjoy yourself, of course. I need to try and get some clips today. I've been forgetting for a couple of days to clip things. Congrats to the early daily goal. Thank you, Mojo. I appreciate it, man. Thanks again for watching on Twitch, dude. I appreciate it. Once I get my multi-chat software working, which I've not yet managed to do, or just use a different multi-chat software, we'll be adding TikTok next to our list of multi-streams. That'll be the next one. If you do use TikTok, the link's in the description. Again, you get 2 shorts there every single day. What are your expectations for the new Battlefield? I don't really do expectations at this point. Reason being, I found that expectations, not from your perspective, but from my perspective, are pointless at this stage. Because there's no point me being doom and gloom about the future, and there's also no point me getting overly excited about anything, because I've found doing this for nearly a decade now that you never really know what's going to happen and what the outcome of that will be. What I can tell you is that I'm cautiously optimistic about the next one, and that is a lot better than how I felt in the lead up to 2042. And I simply want it to be a good game. I want it to be a good game for me that I enjoy playing and I'm excited to play for a long time. I want it to be something that's great for me and my content, to engage the community, to entertain people, to grow the community, and to get hopefully a large amount of income to finally make this worthwhile and put my fears at ease. And I hope it's a great game for the vast majority of people that want to enjoy Battlefield, because I think that a lot of players have been let down for a very long time, and I think the community deserves something that does well. So I know that's not very specific, but I just hope it's a good game. That's it right now. I'll maybe have more hopes, more specific hopes for the one after the next one, if the next one goes well. But right now, it will be a huge improvement for me and everyone concerned, everyone involved, if the next one is just good. That's all. That's the only important thing. After BF5 and BF 2042. Do any of you guys have any plans the rest of your day after this, by the way?
We have taken objective.
Oh, behind me? Oh, no one's watching back there. That's rough. I really wish the other guys had watched the other way. The Battlefield community needs to thrive again. It does. I'm firmly of the opinion that this is a AAA franchise that has not been held as one, and has not had the following of one, and has not performed as one for a long time. I think a lot of us have sort of forgotten what it's like to have Battlefield actually be a AAA game from a AAA franchise, and therefore be regarded as one and perform as one. And it's time. For God's sake. It's time. It's time for that to come back. It's long overdue at this stage. And he's trying to actually have a good round here. Ah, I could have timed that a little bit better and done something cool there. That was good enough. Hi, new subscribe to your channel. Thank you very much, dude. Love this game, and if it's almost 10 years old, a game with soul. Well, welcome to the stream, man.
Da, feindliche Cover da.
Thanks for being a new sub. It's lovely to add you to the community, mate. Teammate, I'm gonna need your help, teammate. Ah, well, at least I got the horse. Pouring down here, which to sit by the fireplace with my cat and a book. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That sounds great. Any specific book that you're reading at the moment? I've been recently considering... I've been watching Ludwig and some other streamers recently in the... I can't remember what the event is called, but anyways, multi-gaming event for certain streamers. And one of the games is League of Legends. I've been watching them practice for it, and man, I'm trying to convince myself not to do it. I've never played League of Legends. I keep getting tempted. Give me your thoughts. I don't really have the time for it, obviously, anyway, but... Are you sure? Come on, Battlefield, man. I'm saying that's number 6. Bro, it's a day where it genuinely feels like I can't kill people again. I really, really despise days like this. He has 156 ping. I was right. That's number 6 of the day. God's sake, man. Thank you, teammate. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, it would basically replace me playing not Teamfight Tactics. Replace me playing Football Manager in my spare time. I think it might just be a day where the connection is just, or the hit station is just nowhere near good enough for me to actually perform. It's got that feeling of it, unfortunately. I mean, where have the opening few bullets gone on that guy? So imagine if he was shooting at me running the other way, I probably would have died, despite the fact I was shooting him. Wife played LOL a bit, never understood the appeal, I tried and failed miserably. Well, the thing is, I've played Teamfight Tactics for years now. So, although it's a very different game, I kind of understand the purpose of the characters and their abilities and stuff. I'm around the corner. That guy's going to have high ping. In fact, this is the guy from earlier. Is that number 7? Where's his name? Where is his name? Am I being blind, guys? He's top of the friggin' scoreboard. He's top of the scoreboard with 143 ping. Right, that's number 7. I'm scared of League of Legends because I think I would get into it. And I think I would lose my life to it. It's the same reason why I haven't started playing chess. The Daughter of Time. It's a novel by Josephine Tay. I mean, I shouldn't have asked you because I was never going to know. I'm just not involved in books at all, but I hope you're having a great time with it. That's awesome. I took the bullet when I was already down out of the way, and I've died. Come on. And he's got 119 ping. Guys, do you mind if I take a short day today? Do you guys mind if I take a short day today at some point? I really don't want to go through a full day of just not being able to kill anyone. This is obscene. That's 8. We've been streaming for 50 minutes, and I think I've had 8 already. Like, not including any that I haven't bothered to count. It's insane to me, man. I'm so over it. Would anyone hold it against me if I take a short day today? I don't know how to communicate to you the level of frustration I'm feeling at this stage. For just the gunfights being wrong, basically. The gunfights in this game are no longer accurate. I'm so sick of dying when I should get the kill. I'm not going right now, I should clarify. I'm not leaving right now. But I might take a shorter day, because I've managed to calm myself down a bit today, compared to recent times. But if this continues through the whole stream, I'm just going to be irate again, man. I just really want to play a game where I shoot people and they die, and I'm rewarded for my play. I don't feel like that's asking for a lot. Also, hi, David. You having a good day, mate? Who's the hero today? We had support today, Dave, from Ariosto, Matt Canto, What is the Delta, and Kato. So we finally hit a goal, man. We got off to our worst start to a week ever. I'm not going to include that because he would have killed me anyway, but that was the high ping guy. Yeah, we got off to our worst start to a week ever with goals, and thankfully today we have smashed it, which is fantastic. I'm very, very grateful. I'm doing my very best to keep everything together mentally at the moment. How are you, man? It's lovely to catch you. What's been going on, sir? What's been happening? Anything much?
We are losing objective Charlie.
Bullets are going through him, bro. Bullets are going through him. Come on, bro. By the way, before anyone says, is it you? No. My ping is 25. I go on OBS. We've had 0 drop frames today. My connection is rock solid. It's absolutely not me. I'm wired straight into the router or router. It's not me. It is legitimately... my regular viewers don't think it's me, of course. But if you're new here, before anyone thinks, well, it's probably just your connection, it's not. It is the game, unfortunately. Which is why it's so frustrating for me. My connection is, like, absolutely rock solid. I was in Washington, DC for work for some of this week, but back in NY now. Did you have a good time? How was it, David? Welcome back, man. Emily goes to New York in a few weeks or so.
We are losing objective Charlie.
With her mum. Actually, when does she go? I can't remember. I can't remember if she goes before or after Japan. I really can't remember. Bloody hell, what the? You guys remember, anyone that's been around for a long time, do you guys remember when you used to watch me run round on this game and just get good round after good round after good round? Does that not feel like a completely different existence now? If it's like an absolutely different universe.
Adding on to the 137%.
Oh, thank you, Maverick. Super kind, man. I truly appreciate it so very much, and I want to ram home what I said earlier today. I appreciate your support whether we have an amazing day or a terrible day. It's never your fault when we have a bad day, but it's absolutely down to you when we have a good day. I really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, Maverick, for later support, man. Bloody hell, man. If you need any help while they're there, just ping me. I will do, man. That's very kind of you. Thank you. If they need any advice or anything, I'll get in touch, mate. That's super, super helpful, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, sorry. Any of you guys remember? Do any of you guys... Because to me, it feels like a different reality. I struggle. I struggle to remember it now, but I know it used to happen because my stats were what they used to be. But do you remember when I used to run around on this game and drop 20, 30, 40 plus kills, whatever it was, every round?
Screw that rough week start.
2.5 to 5 KD every round. And now, this. And just... the top of the leaderboard is basically always high ping players and clan players. In fact, let's actually assess that. Let's actually have a look. I've said it. Let's see if I'm right. I said the top of the leaderboard is predominantly now clan players and high ping players. So if we look at my team, we have, yeah, the 2 Sorrow guys or OSR guys, one of them on high ping, and a couple of other clan players up there. And in the enemy team, we have 142 ping leading the way, 134 ping in second, 144 ping in fourth, 164 ping in fifth, and then another clan player in sixth on their team. I'm really pleased Battlefield there has backed me up. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. And that is a hard sell, man. That is a hard thing to sell to people at this point. I think if you're playing on PlayStation or certainly on PC, where there's less of an issue with ping, and maybe it's not as clan dominated, it's probably better. But my experience is on Xbox, and I'm basically at the point where if you're playing on Xbox, if you want to enjoy it for like a war, sort of a war experience, absolutely go for it with BF1. Absolutely go for it. But if you want to play an FPS game where your play is rewarded and it makes sense, it's reliable, you should play something else. And I love this franchise, or I love the concept of this franchise. But that is not an experience I can recommend to anyone that actually wants to put some stock in their own performance. As someone that had a 3 KD on this game as infantry only for many, many years up until recent times, that is a high ping player. Ready? 119 ping. I would have won that gunfight. That's 9 or 10 so far today. I can't recommend that, unfortunately. I hope to be able to recommend the next to you game wholeheartedly. I truly do. And my honesty now, I want you to remember this moment for somewhere down the line with a couple things in mind. You know, one of them I can't talk about. I want you to remember this honesty right now in this moment. In early May. I can't recommend this right now due to that you've watched so far today. If I recommend the next game to you, you know I'm being honest, and you know that I'm saying it from the heart. I'm trying not to mislead you guys. An opinion is only an opinion. But when you've heard me say negative things about elements of this franchise, and then if I say the next one is good, I hope then you can go, okay, cool. He truly means that. If you're wondering how that guy managed to melee me when he's looking the wrong way, that is the same high ping player, by the way. Ready? 119 ping. It's constant. It's legitimately constant. I will probably now stop counting because it's going to get boring for people. But now you can see that's about an hour. That's around about 10, if not more. That's 1 every 6 minutes. That's experience destroying, unfortunately. David, I didn't know you donoed, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the 10, dude. That's very kind of you. I'll add that onto the percentage after the round. Thank you so much. You're an absolute hero. Thank you very, very much. Ronnie, how are you, man? You having a good day? Thanks for tuning in. And I'm trying to say this with as much positivity as possible. I'm trying not to complain about it as such. I'm just trying to lay out to you the reality at this stage. It's very evident it's a day where I'm not going to be able to perform on this game no matter what. And if anyone doubts me, you can go and find the stats if you want, etc. I'm not lying to you. It's just one of those days where it's basically impossible for the reasons I've laid out. And that's why my frustration levels are so frequently so high. And if the next game is fun and reliable, you will struggle to find a happier content creator in the world. I promise you. I promise you. If the next game is good, allows me to be successful, I have fun with it, and it's reliable, my mood will flip 100% to the other end of the spectrum. You will struggle to find happiness on that level elsewhere on the platform. Hand on heart. And you don't know, in the description should be $1 per lag kill. I don't want to ruin you guys, man. I'd make so much money. I don't want to ruin you. You gotta go, Ariosto. Dude, thank you for giving me a good day. It means so much to me. I need more good days moving forwards. It is a pleasure to get one today. I am indebted to your generosity wholeheartedly. Thank you so much. You're a champion. We'll see you whenever, mate. Have a good one, dude. No worries, Tweed. Mate, if I'm not here, I hope you have a good day. Overworked but doing great. We'll take that, Simon. I'm glad you're alright, man. If anyone doubts GG, go and play BF1 4 hours every day and then you'll see. Yeah, especially on Xbox. Especially on Xbox. It's crazy, man. I really want a modern setting Battlefield game that I'm tempted to go download Battlefield 2042. Zero, how long can you wait for one? Because the next one, the one that's coming out, is modern. It depends how much patience you've got. I mean, if you want to get 2042, go for it. I hope you have a good time. But if you want to wait for one that... How do I use nice words? If you want to wait for one that is likely to be better, let's put it that way, then there's a new one on the way that is modern. Thank you very much, Grayson. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. I should say, as a show of my determination to try and make something of this in the long term if I can get through this next Battlefield. I made a couple of thumbnails this morning, everybody, for videos that won't come out until the next Battlefield is out for a little while. So as I've been saying, I truly am planning for the future and doing a lot of work. You guys just don't get to see any of it at the minute. But it is happening. As long as I can get through to it, you should get, honestly, inundated with content from me like you've not seen for a very long time.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Just play Delta Force, it's free. Yeah, if you're on PC, there is Delta Force, which is, most people's opinion, is basically improved Battlefield 2042. I should say, I don't think that Delta Force will be all that worth it come the release of the next Battlefield, but at the minute, feel free. I'm sorry that I can't donate, I'm broke. Before I read the rest of your comment, I'm going to say what I say to everybody. No one's allowed to apologize for not being able to donate. Never apologize for not being able to donate to a streamer. The occupational hazard of being a streamer is that you're self-employed and you have to find a way or hope you can make a living. It is never your responsibility. Anything that I receive or any streamer ever receives from a viewer is incredible, and it's more than anyone actually needs to do from an individual standpoint. So never apologize, my dude. You're already doing me at least something a little bit helpful just by being here, man. And I appreciate it. I will be liking the streams and watching though. Dude, that's awesome. I appreciate it, man. Everyone's personal situation is different. Everybody's personal situation is different. If I was making an absolute killing, I would put through a lot of support to other content creators that I like because I understand the difficulties of doing this. But I'm not in that position right now, so I don't do it. So I can't possibly hold it against any one of you guys to not do it. You're doing great just by watching and liking, dude. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you very, very much. Koala Joe, I don't disagree with that at all. I played with it on... I played old gen Battlefield 2042 on Xbox. Well, I played it on my Series X, but I played the old gen version, and it was abysmal. And I say that again wholeheartedly with my chest. I think it's probably still abysmal now. I had problems on old gen Battlefield 2042 that I have never seen in another game. Not just AAA game, no other game. I don't know if there was anyone in chat right now that was here when it happened. It happened for a long time and one day. It maybe happened for a couple of days. I don't know how we could ever find the footage of it now. It's buried. But there was at least one time on stream where it was possible for my perspective of what's happening, my first-person viewpoint, it disconnected from my player model. So from my perspective, I was moving around the map and shooting at people, but I wasn't actually there. So I wasn't doing any damage, and my character model was somewhere else on the map, doing random things based on my inputs, and then being killed by the opponent without me being able to actively control it via my first-person perspective. It was insane. I've never seen that before or since on any other game. It was incredible. I'm baffled that it happened at all, to be honest with you. You're on PS5. Dude, you're in the same boat as me then, basically, on console, waiting to see if Delta Force ever gets released on console, and if it's going to be before the new Battlefield. I'm praying BF6 is not on PS4 and Xbox One. I doubt it will be, but still. Yeah, I just direct you to read what Sidearm said. Have you thought of switching to PS5? I have, Mojo. The only thing is, I'm trying to work out if it's worth me buying a PS5 and buying everything I need to play a 9-year-old game that I am going to drop as soon as the new Battlefield comes out. Also, probably the larger issue... Sorry, David, I didn't update the percentage from your support, mate, but I appreciate it, man. And Mavericks. I will do it at the end. Also, I don't like the PlayStation 5 controller. So... It would feel really weird to me. I can play with a PS5 controller, but I struggle to perform. I struggle to be anywhere near as accurate. It's not good for me at all. It just doesn't feel right in my hands at this point. So unless you can get like a replica Xbox controller with like a paddle on the back, or just use an Xbox controller, which I imagine you can't, it puts me off playing on PS5 to a large degree. I just got aim assist through the door. Oh, there's a guy behind me. Die then, bro! Again, there's no way that's not a kill. I don't know if that guy's even got high ping. He's not got high ping. The damage just hasn't landed. We've all just watched that. I need you to be honest with me. Because maybe your viewpoint is different to mine. Maybe you got a better look at it because you're not playing and you're just staring at it. Do you think that should have been my kill or not? Let me know. Please let me know. Because I'm convinced that should have been my kill. Is new Battlefield dropping on PS4? I doubt it. I doubt it. What do you think the minimum requirements for the new game? I don't know. I'm not the right person to ask. But hi, Islam. Welcome to the Vertical stream. You having a good day, mate? Thanks for tuning in. I just feel like that is a good play from me in there in that moment. I've noticed the guy as I've come out the door, but I'm committed to this guy. I've killed this guy very quickly. I've jumped. I've turned. I'm shooting him before he seems to have noticed me. I'm landing my damage, and then I've died. And I feel like on a different FPS game, I get the kill there, and I'm rewarded for the mechanical skill that I've displayed. But in Battlefield 1, it just doesn't happen anymore. That was stupid. One shot landing for damage out of like 7 or 8. Okay, so I'm not insane, right? I looked, you start shooting at him very low first, like shins. Yes, but you still get damage, even if it's reduced, right? I think I've put a substantial amount of damage in him before he's even started shooting at me. Do we think? Like, I'm trying not to be unreasonable, Leo. But definitely looked like he should have died. Anyone else? Any other opinions? I want to make sure I'm not being unreasonable, but I feel like I'm experiencing that sort of thing all the time now. It's just such a frequent occurrence that it makes it very hard for me to put any stock in what I'm experiencing on this game anymore, hence my review this year. The only way I can put it is I have played another FPS game recently, well, in the past few weeks or months. Bloody hell, man. In the past few weeks and months. And I play the way I do here, and I get kills. I consistently win my 1v1s. I used to be known somewhat in the community I had back then as being the person that would win 90% of their 1v1s. And now it feels like I lose a ton of them, despite the fact I'm playing exactly the same way. And it's incredibly frustrating. Okay, so it seems like the majority of you guys think that it's a netcode issue. Yeah, okay, well good, as long as I'm not going nuts. It's tiring, dude. It's frustrating. It's frustrating as well because I want to produce entertaining gameplay for you guys, and it makes it very hard to do so. It also means I just don't get a lot of clips, because how can you get clips when you're dealing with a netcode or ping issue every, few minutes? And again, I don't want to seem like I'm just whinging and complaining. I'm just trying to explain. I'm just trying to lay it out to you guys. Also important for me to do it so that those of you that do play and run into these issues, don't feel like you're going nuts. That it does happen to other players as well. Indeed, even content creators, although playing at a relatively high level of ability or whatever it may be. Can't work out this audio. Looks like Modern Warfare 3 lag compensation. This is all. Dude, thank you so much. People don't use the term lag compensation anymore. And I have tried to explain it to people with that term previously. The lag compensation in this game is horrendous, mate. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know genuinely exactly what you're talking about. Thank you, Korn. Thank you. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Welcome to the stream, dude. That death was my fault. I should have shot the guy at the back first. That was just me not concentrating. So I can admit when it's my fault, 100%. I sometimes make mistakes now due to just, lack of effort or tiredness or whatever. Like, that's on me. Oh, God's sake, bro. But I can admit when it's my fault. It just feels like a lot of the time it's not. It's annoying. It's kind of baffling going from top 1% infantry KD. Like, I was one of the top rated players in my nation for kill death ratio on this game for years and years and years. To now feel like there's days where I literally struggle to break even just because of the game. That's unbelievably frustrating. Oh, for God's sake. It's unbelievably frustrating, I promise you. It really makes you not want to put the game on. It really makes you not want to put the game on. That guy had a 3-bar connection. Okay, probably would have won that one. Is 2042 more stable in terms of netcode and hit registration? Yeah. At least the next gen version is, yeah, I will say it is. I think the netcode is more reliable, and also there's less issues with high ping players, so it is more reliable. I don't think it's a good game, but it is more reliable. I've rewatched it at 0.25 speed. It seems just missed a few shots. On which guy? The guy earlier? Are you sure? If I did, then I did. I can accept it on that individual gunfight. It definitely felt like to me in the moment, though, I should have got the kill. All right, Zero. I hope you have fun, dude. Did you ever get your new internet provider set up? Yes, mate. I'm on it now. It's why I'm able to multi-stream, dude. It's great. I have no significant complaints about the new ISP. No significant complaints. I'm very pleased with it. It makes a huge difference in terms of my streaming capabilities. I just simply couldn't do high bit rates and multi-streaming on the old internet connection. So I'm very, very pleased with the current one. Colin, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the community, dude. Did you not think it's wild today that I just seemingly can't get above an average KD? No matter what. Like, again, some of you guys have watched me consistently do very well before. It just feels like it's a day where it's not possible.
We have taken objective Duff.
And that is tiring. If I'm wrong, by the way, I truly can accept it if I'm wrong. Because being wrong about a few individual situations anyway doesn't change the overall point that I'm making regardless. We all know it's true. So if I am wrong about any of the ones that I lay out, that's, you know, that's fine. And no one's right 100% of the time.
We have lost objective apples.
Hi, Takando. Honestly, the prone LMGs in this game I think are fine. It doesn't stop them from being annoying, but they are fine. Because of the limitations of them otherwise. I do understand why it's frustrating to you, though. There is also the issue, because we're playing a game with such large maps and so many variables that you can't control, there are just occurrences where you can't do anything about the fact that an LMG guy lying in a bush, you know, 50 meters away is taking you down. So it feels like it's overpowered, but they are somewhat limited in other regards because of that. What I can say is that if that annoys you, you would have lost your mind on BF5 when MMGs came out. When BF5 first dropped, and MMGs were unbelievably strong, and they were you had to bipod them to aim down sight, and they were incredibly strong when you did, and also visibility was appalling in BF5. You would have absolutely, completely gone insane, my dude. And in that circumstance, those were wholly overpowered. It was horrendous, mate. It really, really, really made the experience completely unenjoyable.
Losing objective Edward.
What's up, man? I remember watching your videos when the game first came out, and I'm glad you're still a trooper. Glad to see you're still a trooper, dude. I'm trying, man. Trust me, the mental health is low. I'm trying, dude. Thank you for watching the stuff for a long time. Sorry, Kimberly. Thank you for watching the stuff for a long time. It's very kind of you. I'm just trying to get through to the next battlefield, to be transparent with you. And then hopefully we can rise again like a phoenix. Are you well? Thanks for tuning into the virtual, I keep saying that, vertical stream.
We have lost objective Duff.
I'll try and remember to watch that clip back later on my own, by the way. And now, if I remember, I'll tell you tomorrow whether I think I was right or wrong. Again, it doesn't matter overall because I know the point I'm making is correct. But I want to know now if I was right or wrong about that instance. And if I was wrong, then so be it. All good. Hi, Phil. You having a good day, mate?
We have taken objective Freddy.
Oh, that's all right. No worries. I mean, it doesn't matter. So many people have names on here that aren't their actual names. I'll call you Kimberly unless you change it or unless you go on a different account, as long as that's okay. But that's cool. No problem. That's no issue. Planes are OP due to lack of AA guns, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, planes in this game are a problem. I agree with that. I don't think plane balance is right in this game. How the hell? We have two teammates over there. Jesus Christ, teammate. How are we allowing him to stand there? And then I didn't get revived. Fabulous. Yeah, planes in this game are a problem. And tanks in BF5 are a problem. I'm going to stop after this round, everybody, as you guys gave me permission to have a short day. We've smashed a goal, which is a rarity these days, which is amazing. And I promise you, man, I can play better than this. The game today is horrible. There are just days where it just feels impossible for me to do anything, and I think it's just one of those days, and I'm not going to just bang my head against a brick wall for the next hour and a half. So, I'll be back in tomorrow. You know, I'm here almost every day. You know you can catch me tomorrow, and we'll see if we can have a good day tomorrow. We'll see if the game performs tomorrow. Might not. But, as I've said before, you guys, if the next game comes out and it's great, and things are flying for me and for you, and the game is good, and blah, 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 remind me of these times, man. It's important we look back at these times and appreciate. You just see that lag over there? And appreciate how things end up. Long shot you need someone to squad up with. Hey, I appreciate the offer. We asked people not to join due to horrendous stream sniping we've experienced many times in the past. It's not because I think you will do it. It's because we have had to implement a rule where we ask people not to join so that other people don't do it to reduce stream sniping. However, come the next battlefield, I'll be then reviewing my rules for people joining the lobbies. We might not change it, or we might do, I don't know, but I will be reviewing it then. But thank you for the offer. Do Battlefield games have skill-based matchmaking or lobby balancing? Skill-based matchmaking is not in the game. At least not to any strong degree, but lobby balancing is a thing, and it is the reason why the lobbies are so unbalanced, which might sound very confusing. Or rather, it's the reason why certain players end up on the bad team a lot of the time, let's put it that way. Hey, Tommy, thank you, bro. Can we get Tommy to love in the chat for the membership, please? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for your message you sent me last night as well, mate. I genuinely appreciate it. Christabel, congrats on the membership, dude. Thank you, Tommy. Are you having a good day, mate? Hi, Salem, as well. How are you, man? Would you also accept medal suggestion donations? How would that work, Mojo? Sorry, I don't know how long that question's been there for. What like, mate? Give me an example. Hell, man. Are you serious? Guess I'll wait to heal then.
Was jetzt?
I could at least call for a medic, couldn't I? I'm a little worried they're going to bomb this and the roof's going to fall on me.
We have lost objective Duff.
I get it. Play Destiny 2 and its PvP is awful for good players. All decent players get put on Team B, or the top player alone gets put on Team A. It's a terrible system. Zero, you're preaching to the choir, my dude. I used to play Destiny and Destiny 2 thousands of hours. I was top 1 or 2% KD on Destiny 1. I played Destiny 1 was my main game at that point. I was top 1 or 2% on the game for KD, and my lobbies were abysmal. Like, they were the worst, mate. They were so bad. And it made playing with my friends, excuse my friends in PvP basically impossible because it was wholly unenjoyable for them. Which sucked. And then Destiny 2, some similar issues as well. Although we didn't play PvP as much because we got, well, significantly burned by D1, essentially. So I completely understand, my dude. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating, mate. I tried Battlefield 5 today, and now I know why people say Battlefield 1 is the last Battlefield game, the last best Battlefield game so far. Hi, Zaggy. Yeah, man. I don't want to rag on the game too much, because it's not really relevant at this point, but my opinions that I've given in my reviews on BF5, I hope they now make sense. Hey, thank you, Tommy. Oh, dude, I'm sorry you're having a rough one, man. May tomorrow be much better for you, mate. And thank you very much, dude. It's nice to see you today, man. Can we finish this? Is it just gone down? Oh, no, it's very, very low down. Is he flying, like, next to the ground? Right. Saeed, you having a good day, mate? How's things? Thank you, Salem. I appreciate it, mate. For anyone just tuning in, we're taking a short day. I think I'm going after this one for a multitude of reasons. I won't complain again. But, I think I'm going after this one. We very rarely do days this short, but we're taking one today. I will be back tomorrow. Which won't be a surprise to most of you, I assume. And thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for any fresh new subscriptions staying here on YouTube. Thank you for any fresh new follows on Twitch. Thank you for any subscriptions to the second channel here on YouTube. Thank you for anyone following on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where I post my shorts every day as well. Thanks for everything, basically. And thank you for the support today. Getting a goal today, man. Getting some goals here and there is imperative to my not just the mental health, but the ability to keep going to get through to the next battlefield. So, my humble thanks. I really appreciate it. Muffin Man, thank you for the membership, dude. You had 5,000 hours on D2, have you, Zero? Yeah, so I think I did about 3,000 on D1 or something, and I don't know how many on D2. So yeah, I played a lot as well, man. It was a great game. I just fell out of love with it. It got a bit too formulaic for me. And again, the PvP let me down. But I loved it for many years. Really did. McGee, thank you for the dono. Trench Raider is... Trench Raider? Tank Hunter is so much fun, dude. Big finish? Nope. And McGee, thanks for the 3. And thanks for your words, I appreciate it. The new player experience in D2 is terrible, yeah. It's pretty much a meme amongst the Destiny player base, how bad the new player experience is. They've never found a way of actually connecting up the entire game to be something that is nice and accessible for new players. I've seen a couple of videos about it, honestly, about content creators getting their friends to play it for the first time. And dude, it's just so overwhelming. Yeah, Muffin Man, thank you for the membership, dude. Yeah, dude, new players on Destiny, they load up the game, they get 1 million pop-ups come up, they have like 9,000 different quest lines, they have no idea which one's the main quest line, they have no idea why they're doing certain things. Some of the things don't connect up anymore, a lot of the old stuff isn't accessible now, it's a mess. Don't know how the English word for them, but instead of choosing a weapon, the challenge will be grinding for a certain medal as an idea. Oh, I see what you mean, Mojo. The difficulty is, Mojo, I don't know how long they take, and if they're very long-term ones, they'd have to be very expensive, and I don't know if they would be something that would be of interest to you to that. But I'm always open to ideas. I guess I would need like a proper specific example, and then I'd need to set a price for it, but I just don't know if it would be overly viable. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm always open to ideas. Thank you for the suggestion anyway. Yeah, you mentioned Marathon. Marathon hasn't landed the way that they hoped, and I assume the way that a lot of people hoped. It's landed to a fairly lukewarm reception. It's pretty clear they've got some tweaking to do to give it the hook that it needs and to make the gameplay loop something that people want to keep doing over and over again. And they've been relatively unfortunate. The Marathon stuff has come out, and they've done the closed access and whatnot. And just after it, Arc Raiders has done the same thing and has landed to a huge bang, and everyone's super hyped about it. And they're both extraction shooters. So it's rough for Marathon at the minute, and Bungie need to work out what they need to change in order to make it a more attractive proposition for people. Hi Alex, thank you for being on the Twitch stream, dude. You having a good day, mate? Nice to see you, man. Anyone just tuning in, we're finishing after this one. We're taking a short day because 1, I need one, 2, we finally hit a goal, 3, people said I could, and 4, the game's being a pain. But I will be back in tomorrow. Sorry if you have just tuned in. I do feel bad about taking a short day. It never makes me feel particularly comfortable, but I do it very, very rarely. And I am here very often, so I hope that will make up for it. Again, thank you for any fresh new subscriptions, guys. Welcome to the community. Thank you for any followers on Twitch as well. Welcome to the community over there. In fact, let me see if I need to thank you guys, or if you've subscribed to the second channel today. It's okay if no one has. I know it's a much harder sell, but I need to just see. We've gained... I think we've gained maybe a couple? Maybe? Thank you for any subs to the second channel today. I appreciate that. But Marathon does badly. They really need to make sure that they keep people engaged with Destiny 2. I know they have plans for Destiny 2 moving forwards, but it's very evident that they've sort of completed the storyline, the overall story arc that they set out to complete when Destiny 1 came out. So I imagine the people at Bungie are feeling a lot of pressure at the minute. Especially when you're producing games that, you know, you're not making a new one every year or every 3 years. You know, you're releasing big budget titles that are supposed to carry people through 5, 10 years. So when you put a lot into one and it doesn't do well, that obviously puts a massive amount of pressure on the development studio, which is not a situation that I envy at all. If I work hard on a video and it flops, yeah, I feel shit about it and it bothers me. But I can make another video. If I want, I can make another video the next day or the next week or whatever. If you're working on a game and it's supposed to carry you through for multiple years and it does badly, that's a rough spot. That's a real rough spot. They announced a whole new multiple year story. What, for D2? Well, it's going to need it. So I mean, we knew this already. We knew this already, but that definitely means no D3, at least not for a very, very long time. It probably means that D3, I think I've heard this said actually. I'm pretty sure they're not working on D3 at all, but it does mean that if a Destiny 3 is to come, it's many years away because you need so many years to work on something like that. So they need to make sure that Destiny 2 keeps people engaged. And hopefully they do, because it's a great game, even if it's one that I don't want to play anymore. Days haven't been all too kind to me, but that's all right. How about you? Dude, I've had a horrible time recently. I can vibe. I'm sorry you're having a rough one, Alex, mate. I really am, dude. I hope it picks up for you, pal. Truly. You let me know anytime, dude. Good or bad. Come chat to me, man. Hey, we got another sub in the second channel. Thank you. Anytime, Alex. You know where I am, dude. I appreciate you coming by today, mate. I'm just going through my stuff. Right, thank you for a few new subs on the second channel today. Thank you for a couple new Twitch follows. Nothing on Instagram today, but there is Instagram if anyone's interested. Sorry, a couple new TikTok follows, rather. Twitch, let's have a look at Twitch. Do we get anything on Twitch today? Probably not. We're not hitting many people on Twitch, but let's see. Glover, or G-Lover, maybe? Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Hey, it's nice just to get multiple platforms growing at the minute. It's very small, but it's nice, because we're building for the next Battlefield. It gives me an indication that we can grow on all these platforms once we've got the opportunity with a new game. And obviously that offers me a lot more opportunities and a lot more stability, hopefully. And as I have promised before, more income and more income streams and more stability allows me more freedom to be creative and try different things, which means you guys benefit. So I hope you will, man. I hope we can all have a mutually beneficial situation with this moving forwards, and things can be really good eventually, and this whole period can be forgotten or put in the past. And we can just have a blast every day, man. We used to, it's a long time ago, but anyone that's been around the channel for a few years, at least where the streaming has been concerned, we used to have a blast every single day. We really did. It was pretty incredible, man. If I could bottle that experience and sell it to people, oh, dude, it would be insane. It was unbelievable. I hope to get there again at some point in the future. It will make my life completely different and actually enjoyable, like wildly enjoyable. And I'll be able to entertain you guys every day and just have you guys have something that you give you guys something you're excited to tune into every day, rather than like, oh, watch that because I like him, even if it's the same thing every day and it's kind of rough. Like, for me, that kind of sucks. I appreciate you guys do it. I really do. But it sucks, man. I want you guys to be tuning in because you're like, hell yeah, I want to see that. That's going to be great. I hope to be able to do that again at some point in the future. So, right. Taking a short day. Thanks for listening to me today with all the stuff. As I've said, we'll have a proper talk on Saturday when I get back to my dad's about how things are and what to expect moving forwards and stuff. But yeah, you guys have been great. You've been a wonderful audience as always. I appreciate it. Thank you for your subs. If you're not subscribed, feel free to do so now, only if you want to. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your donations, memberships, follows on Twitch, follows on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz. And just thank you for keeping me company and chatting to me and being so receptive to the things I talk about, because it's probably hard to relate to. I really understand it's probably very hard to relate to. So sometimes it's probably a hard listen because it may be hard to connect with. So I appreciate your openness and understanding. And have a great rest of your day, all right? Love you guys very much. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you whenever. All the best, everybody. Oh, you know what? Let me see. We've got a few people knocking around still here. Let me see if I can redirect you somewhere in case you need more content, because usually this is a part of your day, isn't it? I'm going to send you over to Broken Song Warzone. I'm going to send you over to Marty, who's a very small content creator who does Battlefield a lot of the time. He's on Hell Let Loose at the minute. Oh, I'm not going to send you to him because he's doing, it's just live shorts and that won't work. Otherwise I would have done. So I will send you to Broken playing Warzone if you feel like it. Go over there, say hello, have a good time. Be nice to him, of course. He's a nice guy. I'm going to stop waffling on now. I'm going to go and make some more thumbnails for future content. And GetGoodGuy, we've been great. Dave's got tiny hands. I love you very much. Have a great rest of your day and I'll see you soon. All the best, everybody. Bye-bye. And do hang on until the end to go to Broken. That'd be great. Thank you. See you soon.